What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're just out on the Mongoose Ledge X2 with the Bafang G900 750 watt rear hub motor and the Flipski 75-100 Pro V2 controller. I put a SR Suntour Radon fork on this bike, and I'm still trying this thing out, getting a feel for that. So let's go ride it around, shall we? Gas got even cheaper. It's $3.08 now. Just gonna take a nice relaxed ride around the trail out here today. We'll see how many times the chain can fall off the gear falcon derailleur. Oh, looks like we've got an electric trike down here. I didn't see what it was. Some kind of a trike. I'm just cruising along now. The G900 is quite noisy lately. I think it's my brake rotor is like vibrating or something's going on with it. I don't know. It's only noisy when I'm going fast. I think the G900 might need some grease in it. Look at all, are these apple trees or what are these? Look at these. They're all just blooming here. Wow, look at them all. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is it, like 8, 9, 10? Man, there's so many of them. What are those? We're just arriving at the Whitesail Ridge Trail. Here's the BFH. I've got the gear falcon in gear. Here we go. I've also got the padded shorts on. It seems like the gear falcon holds on to the chain most effectively when it's in kind of like the straight chain line gear, that magic gear. I was questioning whether I should wear these goggles with my helmet or just use some sunglasses, but there's already bugs. I went with the goggles and I'm glad that I did, because there's already bugs that are going in my mouth, even with the goggles. There's been a lot of bugs coming alive lately. It's a lot more comfortable pedaling with the padded shorts on. Wow. I see why the spandex boys do it. I still don't know what's rattling. I think it's the Flipski key. The sting thing. So I guess I'm gonna have to take apart every piece of the Flipski key and then glue it back together or something to fix that. It doesn't bug me very much as I'm riding around with my full face helmet on, but it's pretty bad in the videos. Sorry about that. This bike was so noisy, all the noises. The G900 can get up it. You gotta help it out a little bit. Oh. Mickey was saying, he commented on my previous video saying that I'm not making as many noises in pain and agony anymore now that I upgraded to this fork. And that's very true. I already took the flip ski key apart once, but I think it's the screen or something. I don't know. It's like when I hang on to it right here, it doesn't seem to rattle as much. I think there's gotta be something inside of it that's rattling. Like, just everything about that key is rattling. So I think I'm gonna fix that and my derailleur, get a different one, and then I'll be like a ninja out here. Some people were saying that they bought this kit and that they were having problems with the spokes or something, and yeah, I mean, I think it was a machine. I had a similar problem, but it wasn't so bad where I had to like rebuild the whole wheel or anything. What I think happened is the rims, they're like machine trued. It didn't seem like it was trued like as good as like an actual person truing. So then, and I don't think they were broke in at all. So I rode it like 100 miles or like 200 miles or something. I rode my first bike 160 miles, and I realized that a couple spokes were coming loose. And then I looked at this bike, and I've been riding this bike harder, and this bike had a lot of spokes that were coming loose. But then I tightened up the spokes on both of the bikes, on both of the wheels, and it's been holding together since then. It seems like on mine, it seems like a lot of spokes on the brake disc rotor side of the wheel were the ones that I had to tighten up. Here's the Bobcat. It moved over here. Oh wow. We're doing some trail rebuilding here. Whoa. It looks like a tree must have fallen down. It also looks very muddy. Over that way? Wow. Like a big ravine right here. There's little flowers sprouting up everywhere. starting to look green out here. Out at the Whitesail Ridge. That was a wrong line to take through there, buddy. Wow. Just when I thought I was getting that one down. Oh. Now it seems my chain is the noisy boy. Bouncing around back there. And the gear falcon. Untensioned by a spring or anything. Gear falcon has a clutch on it, allegedly. It's got a lever where you can flick it on and off. It's supposed to be a clutch. Doesn't appear to have any effect whatsoever. I see a butterfly. It has black streaks on it and then it's yellow. The outline is black and then the fill is yellow. There it goes. Oh. Gotta tighten up your backpack for that jump, buddy. Wow. I just drank some water and I feel rejuvenated. Turns out it's good to drink water. I've never had a drivetrain where the chain skips around on the front chain and in the back. Like the chain was just like, I'm scared to pedal with this thing. With the gear falcon rear derailleur at all. Like I can only pedal like half as hard, half power. Back out on the Whitesail Ridge trails, it's 3:33. Lucky threes. We're on the 8th hanger trail. The GoPro ran out of battery or overheated or something happened with it. The flipski key is still rattling along. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna take care of that flipski key once and for all. Let me tell you what, I consult with my good friend Jeff Bezos and inquire as to the purchase of a micro shift acolyte rear derailleur. Here's some jumps. Oh, there's a lot of moles over here. Look how crazy weird noise. What is going on? I don't know. Everything seems okay. Where's at 76? What is it outside right now? Where are we? Current location. River Falls. 74. Feels like 78. Is the current status. Alright, let's go. What are we at? 53.8 volts. We're still rolling along nicely. It's starting to get hot out. You gotta keep it moving. Oh. We're at the BS downhill. Always a good one. Oh, as if on cue. I don't even know how the chain came off there. Just out of nowhere. Was that the first? I think that was the first one right there. Wasn't it? The first drop of the ride. I was complaining about it the whole time and it was just hanging on to it, trying its best. I was gonna say a few times that I was surprised that it was still hanging on to the chain down there, but I didn't want to jinx it by saying it out loud. It was doing admirably though, so far. The Gear Falcon. Good job, little buddy. Oh. I think I'd rather have a Shimano Acera than the Gear Falcon, because the clutch doesn't appear to really work very well. We're going up the north berm, pedaling along. Oh, and the Gear Falcon did it once again. Oh. The G900 got through the rock garden. Throttle only. Johnny Nerdout couldn't do that. He'd be back there all caught up in the rock garden, dinking around with his chain, with his mid-drive, and I'd be winning the race. I'd be winning the race. Does Johnny ever ride any of those bikes that he builds, or? I question Johnny's cycling passion. I've only seen him throttle around in parking lots. I want to see what kind of bikes Johnny rides. Bring us for a ride, Johnny. Get a mid-drive, bub. Get a hub motor, Johnny. Alright, we're at the top of the North Berm. Right where the golf balls always seem to land. Oh! That stick. It seems the Gear Falcon's in a low gear. There we go. I wonder if people go off of this rock like a jump and just go flying over that. Whoa. Beginning back where well, actually we didn't start out here. We started out back this way further. Oh. Holy buckets. Alright, well, we were just riding around out at the Whitesail Ridge. That's always a lot of fun. Man, I'm getting worn out there. I'm getting rattled out there lately. Been going every day, and it wears you out. Sometimes it's just nice to cruise along the streets at 53.1 volts, just like we are, bubs, right now. Bars. At some point throughout the last 2 rides out there, they got jostled out of place, it seems. Slightly. I do like having this rear suspension, bubs. Oh. Oh, right there, wow. Next to that cliff. We gotta get back out into the sun here. There we go. We're out at Trelleborg. The Trelleborg. That's where we are, just cruising down this shared path. It was a fun time out there though. We are just cruising though. This is still a fun time. Right here. A fun time cruising around. Falcon can hold the chain through here. Oh, it's a 30-mile-an-hour test of the gear Falcon. E-bike shortcut across the divided highway right here. That's always fun. I think it's rush hour. It might be difficult right now. It might be a little bit difficult right now. Leaning way back. I didn't know what was under that grass. Sometimes there's like a big rock under the grass. We're blazing a trail through there. Reminds me of the Whitesail Ridge Express Trail. This is a nice quiet little neighborhood over here. I see a bike down there on the sidewalk. Man, my G900 is getting noisier. Might have to put some grease in this thing. don't think she stopped at all there at that stop sign. There's a big willow tree over there. Now it's time to go back through the fields. Back from whence I came. I see a big bird swooping around out there. Wow. If I was a bird, I would be flying around and swooping around the fields as well. Catching little rat bastards. Catching little rat bastards and eating them. That's what I would do. Big rabbits. I've seen some really big rabbits. I think the rabbits are growing bigger, and eventually they're going to be able to fight back against the eagles. They're evolving down here on the ground. I swear they're like as big as a dog. As big as like a medium-sized dog. We're still just cruising along. What are we at? 49.9 volts. I do have the charger in my backpack. I can just charge this thing anywhere, really. Is cruising along nicely. My leg is kind of itchy. The G900 is making an oscillating noise as we're going up this hill. But now we're picking speed back up here. Let's see. I see some birds up on the power line. We're back at the mulch facility. We'll probably buy and turn it into a bug food facility or something like that. Bill Gates. I want to go up this way and see if the donkeys are there. Is this Tesla gonna run me over? Don't run me over, Tesla. I don't see the donkeys today. I wish they were out. There's a grumpy pedal boy back there. He's a grumpy pedal boy. Cycling, pedaling around on a beautiful day, all grumpily. I gave him a thumbs up, and he gave me a stank eye. What a bub. What a bub back there. That's how I judge your soul, actually. Is when I ride my e-bike past you, and then I'm wearing Crocs and a mountain biking helmet with goggles on, and then I give you a thumbs up, and depending on what your reaction is, that's how I judge your soul in this realm. It all just depends. Where do you want to be when the guy comes back? I see a turkey back there to the right. I want to put some grease in this G900 and see what happens. Man, it's making some noise. I just want to grease it up. Let's see what happens. We're cruising along now. I see a tractor out in the field. I used to drive, me and my friends, when we were teenagers, we used to drive our cars down this farm road, and there would be these dogs that would come out and greet you. And there's the tractor going around right there. It's out to the right. I don't know if you can see it. The road's bumpy right here. Or we'd best move past it quickly before Bill Gates irradiates us. Look at that big thing up there, Bubs. I think there's a truck that is like driving really slow behind me, like a moron. And they were like driving slow behind me that whole road back there. Like a doofus. Subscribe, leave a comment. That's it for this one. Don't blame me, blame Susan. I don't know what to tell you.